another side on me, I like to get it poppin'. But these bitches in my business come me out to choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you...
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jasmine Renee. Today is a little different because finally I am recording episode 2 of my Let's Get Real series. For this episode, we are actually going to talk about things that I am learning slash relearning slash unlearning in my 20s. I did end up taking a couple notes because I'm a little bit of a yapper, so I wanted to have some sort of like direction, some type of outline. Here we are, I have my notes pulled up, and starting with the first thing is learning, heavy on learning to stop apologizing consistently. I have a habit to apologize all the time, even when it's things that I shouldn't apologize for. For example, like one of the big things that I tend to apologize for is taking days off from work to rest. It used to be that when I first started working, I was working non-stop until I was damn near like, because of overworking myself. I was working myself into complete exhaustion, y'all. I think this stems from the fact that my mom was raising 3 kids on her own, so she was constantly working all the time and just in that go mindset, or what I like to call survival mode, which I think a lot of people call that survival modes. But now, because I work with my mom, we work very close together. We work in the same area. She's kind of like right above me as far as like ranking in the workplace goes. Like she's management level and I'm kind of just like store supervisor type of situation. Anyways, that's not the point. Whenever I take days off of work, it used to be that she would call me or text me or kind of guilt trip me in a way, but it's not really like that anymore because she's also started doing the same thing. She's starting to realize that, yeah, you know what, like I don't have to be in that survival mode. I don't have to make my daughter be in that survival mode, and she's starting to kind of like understand that it's really not that deep. But like whenever I take not just sick days, but like any mental health days, or like a lot of times for my birthday, I love to take the day off because what do I look like coming in there on my birthday? Like, no offense, but I'm really not trying to look at y'all on my birthday. Okay, I'm really not. I'm trying to sleep in, I'm trying to mind my business, I'm trying to cuddle up with my cats and do whatever I want to do on my birthday. Not plaster a fake smile on my face and act like I'm happy to be there. We're not doing that. Not on the birthday. Any other day, fine, because I'm being paid. But other than that, no. But it used to be like I would feel really bad for doing these things, for taking the time for myself, whether it be like for mental health, for just a rest day, because guys, if you ever need a rest day from work, take it, because your mental health and your well-being is top priority right now with everything going on. Like, I understand like we're all in survival mode. The working nonstop, the survival mode, the price is going up everywhere. It's a distraction from everything else. So if you need to take a day and you need to rest, obviously there's gonna be mornings, multiple, where it's like, man, I don't really wanna go. Especially where if you're like me and the job isn't exactly great. I mean, it's an easy job, but it's like, I've been doing it for 5 years, y'all. Like it's bad when you can make a drink without a thought in your head. Take a day. You do not have to work yourself to sickly ill levels for you to take a day off. I'm trying to work and learn that I don't have to be sorry for doing those things, and neither do you. You know, the second point was, it's okay to let other people help me. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not be a perfectionist. It's okay to be gentle. I will say that's one thing. I am very hard on myself. I expect perfection. When I do things, it used to be that if I didn't get it right the first time, I would panic, or I would get upset, or I would tell myself that I was dumb, or, you know, stop being so stupid, like, why didn't you get this, like, you should have got this. And you know, I can't really say where that stemmed from. Maybe it was just because growing up I kind of had high expectations as far as my grades went. Like, I had very high expectations for myself, and then, you know, from family, and then, you know, as a dancer, they used to train like pre-professionally. Like, my company that I was in was a pre-professional dance company. The expectations there were very high as well. It's no shock to me that I wouldn't ask for help. You know, I expected perfection because that's all that everyone else around me also expected. Being perfect is a made-up thing because it's opinionated. My version of perfection may not be the same as someone else's version of perfection. Regardless, it's okay to let myself need some help and not understand things immediately, and not be super hard on myself. And number 3 is learning to not be afraid of money. Let me elaborate on this. Me and my siblings were raised in like low income housing, you know, like poverty pretty much. Do I hate the fact that my childhood was the way that it was? No. You know, I made a lot of good like memories and stuff in those communities, but you know, living on a day-to-day basis of like eating, you know, like really cheap meals, and you know, just not only was my mom in survival mode, but we were also in survival mode. You know, that's all really that we knew, because it was constant. Do we have the money for this? Can we afford this? Is there money in the bank account? Do we have money? Like, it was that sort of thing. So like growing up and moving into adulthood, once I started working, I went through a lot of different phases, but it used to be when I first had my own money, like adult money, like, oh my god, like I'm working and I can do whatever I want with my money, it's my money. I had no sense of budgeting whatsoever. I had no idea what the hell that was. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. So I was buying. And at the time, like, I used to get really irritated with my parents because they would constantly be like, why is there a package at my door? Stop ordering so many packages. What do you need all these packages for? But now that I'm older, I'm kind of understanding why they did that, because it was like, it was constant. Like, I constantly had different packages at the door instead of, you know, saving it or just keeping it in my bank account, or just understanding that I don't have to spend it all. But, you know, like, growing up in a situation like that, once you do get your hands on money, it's like, oh my god, like, I have this freedom. Like, I don't normally get this freedom. Like, I'm gonna go buy what I want, because I never got to do that, you know? Like, I didn't get to do these things. It was always like, oh, well, wait until tax time, or, you know, those sort of things. But now I've been doing like a whole like trial and error thing, doing research on investing, doing research on different kinds of savings account. Hello? Need help? Do you need... Like I was saying, what was I saying? Now it's like I'm starting to take the time, okay, different kinds of savings accounts, what can I invest this in, what's a Roth IRA, what's this, what's that, you know, these type of financial things, like, I wasn't really taught growing up. Kind of in that stage where I'm starting to understand, and I'm not as like impulsive when it comes to buys. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect and that, you know, like, I know how to budget and I know what I'm doing and this, that, and third, because trust, that retail therapy, that be coming to get me, guys. But again, this is why I'm talking about things I'm learning and unlearning, because my whole thing on this channel is trying to be as transparent with you guys as possible, so that you know this, like, everybody's going through this right now. 4, recentering my focus from craving validation of other people to craving the validation of, like, me. this is the best idea I can use, and don't come for me in the comments because I know everybody's had a phase like this, and if you haven't, you're lying. Anyways, so sorry about that. Growing up in like elementary school, going into like, from elementary going up to like freshman year of high school, I had this, I was just so boy crazy. Like I was just going through this boy crazy ass phase, okay? Like I just wanted, I hate to say this because I'm low-key like the #1 man hater in my life, but like, it is what it is. I wasn't always like this, guys. This has definitely been developed over time. I promise you, I used to be a lover girl. She's dead now, but I used to be her. Anyways, for the longest time, you know, I had these crushes and all I wanted was for them to like me back. Like, I mean, like, I would be like, dang, like, I was raised in a small town, guys, and me and my sister were the only 2 black girls. Everybody else were white, Catholic, Christian, farmers, athletes. Like, if you weren't athletic, living on a farm with specific last names, you were rubbish. And the fact that we were both black. Growing up, like, I had these crushes and all I cared about was them liking me back. So it got to the point where I was like trying to straighten my hair. I damaged the shit out of my hair whenever I was little. I didn't know how to take care of it. I was coming from a school of just white people. Like, they didn't know how to deal with my hair. My mom didn't know how to take care of my hair. I didn't learn how to take care of my hair until I started exploring with YouTubers. I started watching like Leah Lee. She's a really big inspiration to me. She's taught me a lot. Lisette, whatever. She taught me a lot as far as taking care of my hair. Even though we aren't like the same hair texture, it gave me like the idea. Like, I learned that, oh, different hair types have different, porosities. I think that's what the word is. You know, different hair types require different things, this, that, and the third, you know, and then I started looking on my own, and me and Pinterest became this. But all I wanted was to be accepted and liked back. I was going through all these hoops, jumping through all these hoops to try and mold myself to fit their ideals. So then once I got older and I hit high school, that's whenever, you know, hormones, right? I would meet these boys and, you know, over time, like, it's like, oh, okay, like, he likes me back. No, baby, he doesn't like you. He is lusting over you. Over time, constantly being, you know, the last pick, the one that people go to talk about your friend, you know, that sort of situation, and then only being lusted over and not actually liked. Like, that takes a toll, especially on like a young girl trying to figure herself out. So like over time, I started, you know, listening to like, started watching The Wizard Liz. I started watching Tom Carr. I started like all these other like very much like outward thinking, very much feminist, very much out there girl power, woman power type of creators. Started really paying attention to them, you know, and I started realizing the difference between being liked, loved, you know, and being lusted over. I started putting 2 and 2 together, and I started realizing, I was like, you know, this is really fucking with my mental health. It's very draining. I should probably stop doing that. It's not really something that I'm learning anymore. It's one of those things where it's just like, I started prioritizing me, because I started realizing that I was trying to do things for other people to fit their ideals and to mold into what they wanted, but I had no idea what I wanted. I didn't know myself as a person. I didn't know like certain triggers of mine, that like what was sending me into being irritable and things like that. Now I'm starting to learn these things about myself. To wrap that up, just recentering my focus. Thing number 5 is being selfish or mean is okay. When I say that, I don't mean like being a horrible, vile, bully person is okay. No, I mean, most people will sit there and be like, oh, she's mean, oh, she's selfish, oh, she's rude, this, that, and the third, because you put your foot down and you set boundaries and tell people no, and you stand on business. This is business, this is you, stand on it, and don't freaking move. Yeah, That's what people call mean. That's what people call rude. When you tell someone, hey, I don't want to go out clubbing, I don't want to go out partying, I'm gonna stay home, and then they start pressuring you, and you're still like, no, I don't want to go, I'm gonna stay home. That's when they start calling you mean. That's when they start calling you a bitch. That's when they start calling you selfish, because you have grown to understand that not everybody enjoys doing certain things. Not everybody is okay with this and not okay with this. Once people start to see that you're thinking for yourself, and you're figuring out yourself, and you're discovering yourself, and you're understanding yourself, people start saying that you're rude, and that you're selfish, and that you're mean, and that you're a bitch. Because they can't, once you get to a certain point, like, peer pressure kind of becomes a little hard. Once you become, like, firm in you, and what you want, what you need, your beliefs, your faith, and you're following what you want to do, you're unstoppable. And I'm learning that. Learning to say no and then not feeling bad and like setting these boundaries has helped me a lot. Regardless of what you're doing, someone's gonna say something about you. Let them say that you're selfish. Let them say that you're mean, because chances are they're just talking to talk. I figured that it had been a good minute since I had posted anything on my channel as far as my little series goes. I want to start posting more of these because I don't necessarily have to go out and do things. I just have to sit down and like plan out like the topic and just get cozy and sit with y'all. Like, I got my blanket, I got Jimin, I got my phone sitting here with my little list, I got my little light and stuff set up with my camera. Like, it's a vibe in here. I just figured that this would be a nice change because it's a little more intimate. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me yap. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that I didn't trigger you too much. I will see y'all next time.